Hey guys, welcome back to the Witty Science Teacher. Today I'm going to show you one of my Hyperdoc bundles. If you're not sure what Hyperdocs are, I'm going to link my how to use Hyperdocs video below. But today we're going to talk about my human body Hyperdoc bundle, and I'm going to show you everything that is in that bundle, and I'm going to open up the products and let you see what is in each one of those products for those systems. So let's go. So to get to these Hyperdoc bundles that I'm going to be showing you in my videos, you will go to my Teachers Pay Teacher store, the Witty Science Teacher, and then you will click on Hyperdoc bundles on the left. And then this will pop up all the different bundles I have for Hyperdocs. And today we're going to be focusing on the human body one, which is right here. So right now it's the first one. So this human body bundle system comes with circulatory system, digestive system, excretory system, respiratory system, nervous, skeletal, muscular, and integumentary systems. So we will be looking at each of these systems individually of what's in the Hyperdocs for these. And then I'll also make individual videos that if you're not wanting to watch this whole bundle set, you can just click and go straight to those individual Hyperdoc products and watch their video on YouTube. So let's look at what this bundle looks like once you purchase it. So when you purchase the Hyperdoc bundle, this is what you get. You actually get a Google Doc that has links to all of the other Hyperdocs in the bundle. So when you click on circulatory system, it'll give you a preview of that Hyperdoc. Digestive system, it's the same. And these will also, when you click on them, they will automatically make a copy and put that in your Google Drive. So you've got a copy of the bundle links, and then you also get a copy of the Hyperdocs when you click the link to copy them. So when you click one of these links, you'll see the preview, and then when you click it, oops, I didn't want a big preview. There we go. And then that's where it asks you if you want to make a copy. So then you make a copy and you can change the name of it. I usually, especially if I'm going to share this with my students, I will take off that, list it on Teachers Pay Teachers. Do not delete. So you can always change the name. And I'm not going to make a copy because I don't need it. So let me get these Hyperdocs pulled up and we'll go through what's in each one. This is what you see in the circulatory system one when you open it up. So they're going to start with a watch video and they'll answer these questions. And then they have an article to read and they'll answer these questions. Then they have to identify the 4 parts that are in the blood and label those. And then they have 3 explained questions to answer. They have a video to watch and then answer those questions and then 2 questions to explain. This is one of the first Hyperdocs I've made. So it does not have an extend section yet. I have on my to-do list this summer to go back to all those. I think there's about 4 or 5 when I first started Hyperdocs that don't have the same layout as all the other ones with the extend section. And so if you've bought one of those, by the end of summer, you will get a notification from me to go back and make a new copy of it because it will have better identification sections, and then it'll also have some extend activities for those early finishers. This is the Excretory System Hyperdoc. So again, it has a video to watch and listen where they'll learn about the urinary system. And then this one has the link in the image. But I'll get that moved for those of you that do this as a PDF download. That way the kids can access that link too. And then here they're going to do a Google Draw, or if you have it printed on paper, they can just draw it right here, the excretory system. And then there's some real life. How does this relate to real life questions to answer? And then this one again has the early finishers. So there's extra videos, and then they just watch the videos and write 5 facts that they learn while they watch. This is the preview of the integumentary system. Again, they have a video to watch and answer 10 questions. And then there's a read it section. Yeah, it's there. There's a click me here. My computer's slow. The Wi-Fi's slow. We'll have to let it load. And then what does the integumentary consist of? How does the skin protect us? So they'll answer those when they read the article. And then they are going to identify the following parts of the image. They have some questions. Do you have any questions or misunderstandings? Again, this is the layout that you're going to get for most of my Hyperdocs. If you see one that's not like this, it's one of the ones that's going to be updated over the summer. They have an explain and an extend. So write 5 things you learn while you're watching that. This is a preview of the Muscular System Hyperdoc. It starts with a watch it, and then the students have 8 questions to answer. Then they'll read an article on muscles and answer 7 questions. For identify, they're going to identify a muscle, a ligament, a joint, and a bone in that picture, and then they'll label it on the right. Here, this is just a kind of a check-in place for me. Do you have any questions or misunderstandings about this system? Then they've got 3 questions to answer, and then there's an extend section. That way, if you have those early finishers, they still have an activity to do to keep them engaged and working on the topic instead of getting off task. This is a preview of the nervous system hyperdocs. So the students will start with a watch and listen section where they will watch a video. So they click here and then the video pops up and they will answer 10 questions about the nervous system. And then there is a read it. Again, they click and the link pops up. They answer 3 questions about the nervous system there. Then for the identify, they're going to identify the 3 parts of the brain that they learned in the past 2 sections. Then there's a quick check-in. Any questions or misunderstandings that they have, they can write those there to get a reply. They have 3 explain questions. And then we have links for early finishers. So these are all, there's YouTube, and then there's a Quizlet matching game they can play about the nervous system. This is my very first Hyperdoc I ever made, so you can definitely tell that the layout is much different, but it still has the watch it, read it, same functions of the other Hyperdocs. So here you have a link to a video, and then they have 5 questions to answer, and then they're going to watch another video, and they have to explain about the respiratory system here. And then they're going to elaborate on the purpose of the respiratory system, and then they'll also have an early finisher section. I am going to go back and redo some of these earlier Hyperdocs. So I'll make a new video when the new respiratory system's out. I would really like to add some identify the parts in this one, so they have to label the lungs and bronchioles and different parts of the diaphragm and things like that. And so this one will be getting a revamp. If you've already bought this product, stay tuned and watch out for a notification from Teachers Pay Teachers when that revamp is done. This is a preview of the skeletal system Hyperdoc. So the kids will start with a watch and listen, and they'll answer these 7 questions from a YouTube video on bones. Then they'll go to Kids Health and I'll read an article on bones and answer these 10 questions. Then they're going to learn about the joints, hinge joints, pivot joints, ball and socket joints, and answer some questions about that. And then we have our Hyperdoc check-in. Do they have any questions or misunderstandings that they may not want to say in class or ask, but they can type those there and I can respond back. This should say, how does our body make more red blood cells? So there's some higher level thinking, questioning here that they'll answer. And then there's also an extend section for early finishers where they'll go and watch this YouTube video about the skeletal system and write 5 facts. This is a preview of the Digestive System Hyperdoc. The students will start out with a watch and listen activity where they'll go to YouTube and watch this Kids Health, Chloe and the Nerve. Really good videos. They're very informative and educational for the body systems. So they'll answer those 8 questions, and then they're going to go to Digestive System for Kids. There's a Kids Health link to read an article here, and they'll answer those 8 questions about that article. And then this, they can use Google Draw, or they can draw lines, whatever works. I've had kids go into Google Draw and type the names on the organ. I've had them draw lines. Whatever works best for you and your students is fine, but here they'll just use these words to label the organs over here. Then there's an extend section about digesting food with Operation Ouch on YouTube, and they'll answer these 5 questions. And then I break this up into 2 days, so because it's kind of lengthy and there's a lot to learn about the digestive system. So they're going to read this, and then they're going to list the primary and secondary organs of the digestive system. And then there's some early finisher stuff. So what causes diarrhea, what causes constipation, just a little extra information about the digestive system that'll keep them engaged and still learning, even though they finish the main goals of the lesson. So this is just a preview of everything that will be in your Google Drive if you purchase this Human Body System Hyperdoc bundle. So you have the product that you purchase, and then it links you to all of these Hyperdocs, so you'll have these copies in your Google Drive too. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions or comments, drop them below. Bye.